All right, Palantir's earnings are out, and just like we covered, guys, cheers, by the way, the stock is ripping. I'm not surprised, right? We called this out. The stock's now up about 8% after hours. We closed at $147. We're now at $158. Yeah, more like 7%, but we hit over $161 per share. At that point, we were up about 9%. So let's just dive into it. We're obviously going to break down the charts, the numbers, what I'm looking to do. So yeah, let's dive into it. So Palantir reported earnings per share adjusted of 25 cents, which beat the 23 cents expected on sales of $1.4 billion, which also beat the $1.32 billion expected. And their guidance was great for both Q1 revenue and full year revenue. They now expect, let's see here, guys, Q1 revenue of 1.53 to 1.56 or 1.536 billion, versus 1.31. So they're guiding for over 1.5 billion, and the estimate was 1.31. And for the full year, they're guiding for 7.19 to 2 billion dollars versus $6.2 billion the analysts were expecting. So yeah, guys, very good EPS beat, revenue beat, and the guidance for full year and Q1 revenue very strong. And at this point, we're not fully breaking out, but we are seeing a big rebound, which we expected, because the stock was down 18% year to date, not in the last year, in the last 30 days. So it was way beaten up, and it downtrended all of January, and we in the last 3 days we got beaten up aggressively about 15%. So these earnings would have had to have been so bad for Palantir to go down even more. So we're getting that recovery, not a surprise, and this is a key spot that it's that it's testing on this trend line, right? You can see right here we're right at a big spot on this trend, the downtrend. We're testing the 180 SMA resistance on this hourly chart. And at this point, guys, this is the moment of truth. They had good numbers, but is it fully going to break out? We'll see. We're not there yet. But that, again, that move we called out has been made. And at this point, 160 is going to be the moment of truth spot, if you will. So I'm going to set my alert there now at 160, maybe 165 I'll set it at. Mark is at or above, and on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see we're back over 150, which is key. 150 was support back in August, back in November. We were under it for a little bit, obviously, as we got down to 140. So the fact that we're back over 150 is critical, but we have to get through these moving averages, which we haven't done so quite yet. But maybe we do it tomorrow. Maybe we do it coming soon here. So let's dive into the actual release here, guys. So Palantir, by the way, grew revenue 70% year over year. Let's dive into some of these numbers, the nitty gritty. Look at this headline on the left first, guys. Look at this. Palantir reported U.S. commercial revenue growth of 137% year over year and revenue growth of 70% year over year. And they issued full year 26 rev guidance of 61% growth year over year and U.S. commercial revenue guidance of 115% growth year over year, both crushing consensus estimates. Very good. So if we bring this just like that, let me bring my big old head down here to the left, guys. Bear with me. So let's run through these numbers. U.S. commercial or U.S. revenue in general grew 93% year over year. Think about that. 93% year over year and 22% just quarter on quarter, right? You're seeing that right here. To 100, or not 100, 1.07. Yeah, 100 would be nuts. $1.07 billion. So U.S. commercial revenue grew 137% year over year and 28% quarter on quarter, like we said. And government revenue 66% year on year and 17% quarter over quarter to 570. And overall revenue grew 70%. We said that. And they closed 180 deals of at least $1 million, 84 deals of at least $5 million, and 61 deals of at least $10 million. And they closed a record-setting $4.262 billion of total contract value, also known as TCV, up 138% year over year. So these metrics, man, these are impressive, and these are definitely metrics to be excited about, right? People get too caught up in top line, revenue, EPS, which is important, and they beat, obviously. They did well. And people don't dive into these numbers as much, and these are freaking impressive, if I can put it, lightly there, right? 138% growth year over year for total contract value, and they closed a record-setting $1.34 billion of U.S. commercial TCV, up 67% year over year. And it looks like here, U.S. commercial remaining deal value, it's at $4.38 billion, up 145% year on year and 21% quarter on quarter. And customer count grew 34% year over year and 5% quarter on quarter, with GAAP income from operations of $575 million, representing a 41% margin, with adjusted income from operations of about $800 million, representing a 57% margin. And these are, the profit metrics here. GAAP net income of $609 million, representing 43% margin, blah, blah, blah. Let's come down here a little more to the more interesting stuff, guys. These highlights here, we can see U.S. revenue grew 75% in 2025 for the full year at $3.32 billion. Revenue overall in 2025 grew 56% year over year to $4.47 billion. Cash from operations, $2.13 billion. Adjusted free cash flow, $2.27 billion. GAAP net income, $1.62. GAAP income from operations, $1.41 billion. Adjusted income from operations of $2.25. So again, very, very strong quarter out of Palantir. And I mean, it would have had to take a very rough market day today to bring it down. And we just didn't get it. We had a strong market. Palantir reported great numbers. The stock was beaten up into the print. It makes sense we're seeing a rebound, especially as we got, a little India deal today regarding, we got some news. They're not going to be buying Russian oil anymore, right? We'll see how that plays out. But that eased tensions a little bit. That was a piece of good news that the market was desperately in need of. That helped, in my opinion, sentiment today, the overall stock market, which then helped Palantir. If Palantir, or rather if the stock market today tanked, right? Palantir came out with these numbers, I don't know if the reaction would have been as good, is what I'm getting at here. And here's the guidance. They're seeing U.S. commercial revenue in excess of $3.14 billion, representing a growth rate of at least 115%. This is for full year 26. Adjusted income from operations of between 4.12 to 4.14, with adjusted free cash flow of between 3.92 and $4.12 billion. So, guys, again, great quarter out of Palantir, and I'm excited. I didn't have a trade on. I was thinking about maybe buying some call options before earnings. I was thinking about doing it on Friday, right? I think I mentioned that in my video, but I was like, let me hold my brakes here. Hit the brakes, relax. Let me not do anything crazy. I probably should have, right, considering the reaction here. But then again, man, it's I don't want to gamble too much, right? I don't want to gamble too much, but hey, I still own shares, and we're up regardless here after the bell. Gotta love it. And now it's actually giving back a little bit here to the market, but we're still up about 5% after hours. I'm gonna hop on the call now, guys. I think it's going on now, literally. So let's see what's going on in that call. I'm gonna tune in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that. Hit that, Patreon link if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my actual portfolio. We're investing $750 a week right now, guys. We're doing that. We're picking stocks. You see all the buys, sells, trades, options, investments, full transparency, doing multiple updates a week. And there's a private Discord. Check it out. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I got a little bit of this cold espresso left to go. Yeah, it's been sitting here a little bit, guys. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'll see you in the Patreon if you join. Have a great rest of your day.